Hi everyone, another graphite drawing for you today. This one's from an artist that I've never heard of before. It's an oil painting that was done in the 1600s by an artist called Jacob van Ruisdael. He was a Dutch painter, and like I say, he was around in the 1600s. I'd never heard of him before until one of the members on Patreon posted this photo of a painting that he'd done, and as soon as I saw it, I just had to do a graphite drawing of it. So as you can see, I'm using the grid method to draw this one, and I'm also using my tried and trusted Daler Rowney smooth heavyweight paper. It's an A4 size, but I had to trim about 1.5 inches off the end so it fit the aperture of the painting. Now if we just take a quick look at the reference photo there, you can see that, you know, the sky there, the clouds, really dramatic, and then we've got the focal point there of the windmill. And now we've got those nice cloud shadows being cast on the water there. Makes for a really nice kind of dramatic looking scene. And I think that windmills probably have to be one of my most favourite things to draw or paint. I just think they make wonderful subjects, great focal points, and they always really stand out well in a landscape. Now the original oil painting of this, just to give you some idea of the size and scale of it, was roughly about sort of 3 foot by 4 foot, so it's quite a sizable painting. And like I say, I'm actually drawing this on a cut down piece of A4 paper, so you know there's quite a bit of a mismatch there with the scale and the size, so I'm having to scale everything right down. Obviously there's a lot of detail in the original oil painting there. That's quite hard to get all of that in when you're scaling down, you know, to a picture this size. So, I mean, basically what you do is you just try and simplify things, like some of the figures and the distant details and things like that. You just basically look at the A4 reference photo that you're using and just draw what you see and not what you think you see. You know, it's as simple as that. Whereas obviously in the original oil painting, you know, the distant details and the figures and things like that, you're going to see a lot more detail on them. You're going to be able to make out a lot easier what they are. So, you know, when you're drawing on this kind of scale, you do have to kind of use a little bit of artistic license, and even leave out, you know, some of the smaller details that look like they could be cluttering up the drawing. You know, we don't have to slavishly copy, you know, the oil painting. You know, the idea is, you know, the bottom line is to be happy with the drawing that we do. You know, it doesn't matter if we've achieved photorealism or an exact likeness of it at all. You know, the bottom line is to be happy with what you do. So if you can get a nice drawing by leaving out a few of the details and a few of the complicated areas, you know, you simplify them a little bit, well, I think that's okay. You know, we're not trying to do art forgeries here. You know, we're not trying to be art forgers and forge great masters' works or anything like that. No, nothing of the sort. It's basically just a learning process, trying to learn from these old masters and try and understand why they done what they did and how they done what they done, and try and learn as much from that as possible, really. Now if you fancy drawing along with a project like this, there's 9 videos to accompany this one, plus reference photos and a copy of the finished drawing, all over on my Patreon channel. All the videos are in real time, no voiceovers or anything like that, full narration, all in real time as it's happening. And I'm always there to answer your questions. You know, if you get stuck or you need any help, I'm always happy to help. And it only costs £3.50 a month to join Patreon, and there's hundreds of drawing and painting projects over there for you. This is just one of them. And here's a few more examples of some of the projects that will be available to you over on Patreon, and it kind of shows you the kind of work that I do as well. Now this first little selection here, these are really more for the intermediates and advanced artists, and they're quite long involved projects. Some of them again are copied from some of the old masters. There's a couple there from Leonard Maison. And I think this one here, well, this was just copied from a reference photo from Pixabay. This one's a John Constable, and this one is also a John Constable, but they're not all big long drawing projects for more advanced artists. There's lots of beginners drawings over there, not just graphite as well. There's watercolours and ink drawing. Here's a few more examples of easier projects for beginners. Most of these were done in a small A5 sketchbook. We have a section over on Patreon called Sketchbook Corner, where everything's done in a little sketchbook. Nice, quick, easy, fast little sketches that don't take too long at all, and a lot of them are really ideal for beginners. Some of the ones I'm showing you here might look a bit complicated, but there are a lot more easier ones over on Patreon. Here's a few watercolours as well that I've done. Again, there's many more different styles and varieties of watercolour over on Patreon. Wildlife, birds, butterflies, that kind of thing. And here's just a couple of ink and graphite drawings, which I've done also in a small sketchbook. But that's just the tip of the iceberg, really. There's lots of other tutorials over there for you. Like I say, it only costs £3.50 a month. So if you are interested in drawing like this, I'll leave a link to Patreon in the end screen cards and in the description below as well. Okay, so I think that's enough plugging Patreon now. We'll get on with the drawing. It's just about finished, actually. There's a lot of nice techniques to learn in this one. Lots of different elements too. We've got that cloudy sky. We've got buildings in there, with the windmill and the little house and everything. We've got mid-ground trees, we've got water, we've got a few figures in there, dark foreground shadows, even a little boat. So there's quite a lot of different elements to this landscape and lots to learn. And it's a great fun one to do, actually. Even though it's copying an old master, this one isn't as difficult as it looks. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that one. If you like the drawing, please give a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And if you don't like the drawing, well, you know what to do. And if you really don't like the drawing, well, hit that dislike button twice, and that'll really let me know that you don't like the drawing. So just hit that button twice. Okay? Okay, take care everybody. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.